Hello, my name is Brett Polonsky. I am the head of the Digital Experience Studio here at Trians. And what we do in the studio is really an interesting part of what happens within Trians. We are sort of tasked with the UX, the UI, the user experience, creating that process for our clients that allows them to really get the most out of the user experience that we're trying to achieve for them and for their clients. So what we look at when we do these types of things is we're really looking at the trends, what's happening in the industry today. We're also looking at the individual business needs and requirements. So we're in a really unique position within the digital experience team in that we have multiple clients. We have our external clients that we work with, and we have to understand their business. We have to learn about who they are and who their audience is. And those are really important keys. But we're also really interconnected within Trians in that we're also paying a very close attention to the engineering team to make sure that what we're doing is feasible, what we're building can actually be built within the time frames and the budgets and the environment that we're tasked with, the requirements that we have to deal with. And we also have our internal stakeholder team. So the digital experience team has a very interesting perspective because we're tapped into all across the different teams and the different departments within Trians. So the culture and leadership within Trians really allows us to explore, allows us to let things go and understand what's happening today in the world. So trends like AI, really a very hot topic right now. And we're doing projects that incorporate AI, and we're having to learn how to make that user-friendly. We're having to learn how to make that something that's approachable, that's engaging, but also easy to use. One of the things I often like to say is technology is only as good as someone's ability to use that technology. So if you can't use it, if it's not usable, if we don't have a user experience that is intuitive and clean and still fits in with the business requirements and still fits in with the engineering aspects, then we really aren't solving our problems correctly. So we really spend a lot of time understanding that aspect of things. So that customer satisfaction really comes from really that deep understanding of what we're doing, who we're doing it for, putting ourselves in the chair of that end user, but also exploring, like I said, those new trends and all those types of interesting things like I said, like AI, which is a very cool thing. So we're also, part of my job specifically is building a really high performing value add team. So we're creating leaders within the digital experience team. And for me, as the head of that team, I really look for those people who are very collaborative. To me, leadership means we bring in people who are really smart and we let them do their thing. I give them room to grow, give them room to explore, give them room to fail, to succeed, and to work through all of those different things that create a really good experience. So it happens over a very strict and very kind of traditional process from beginning to end, where we do a lot of discovery, we understand, then we go through a UX process, which is more like a wireframe, like a grayscale interpretation of the application. And then we go and do a UI and we really try to understand the brand. What is that visual connection with the brand? And how do we translate that into something that's digital? And the translation to digital is often a very unique thing that you don't see. So that's sometimes a rather interesting challenge for us, is to take a brand or have no brand to start with, and then go ahead and try and build that in a way that is digitally accessible. So we want to make sure that we're following all the accessibility rules. We want to make sure that we're creating things that are very approachable, but also have a unique visual tone to them that allow people to kind of understand a brand and bring people in. So we often have a lot of interesting challenges that way because every project is a little bit different. Every client's a little bit different. Every situation is different. And based on all the experience that I have, we really try to make that a collaborative, bringing people in, very transparent. We really want to make sure that that confidence in all three of those different areas, the client, the internal, and the end user, we want to make sure that they understand that we're building something for them. So the confidence that I can project in what we do and the experience that I bring with my team allows us to give the best potential possible solutions to our clients. And that's the most important thing, making sure the client is happy. And of course, making sure their end user, the people who are actually using the tools that we build, make sure that they're happy. So that's what we do. And that's a quick snapshot of the Digital Experience Studio. Thank you.